Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you know who you are, but I know who I am. I'm the PodBrother. As you can see, this is my show. It's my website, and this is how we get down. I'm very, very excited to be here. I got a very special guest who was on the air this morning on a live show that is coming to Las Vegas, where they're taking on interesting people and entertainers, and they're giving them their own show, and it was the Danny and Roxy show, and my guest today, James Pelz, was on that show, rocking what he does, which is his PR thing. So, without any further ado, let's bring him into the mix. What's happening, James? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, my friend?
Man, it's your world. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut, bro.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy.
So, you did very, very well on your show this morning, man. I mean, it was a very little short, tight little 10-minute segment, but you were able to get your message across and look good doing it. And so I'm like, you know what? Let me have this brother come and be on the PodBrother show. I was so impressed with you.
Yeah, that's what's up. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it was a learning experience for sure. I've never really done anything like that, and so I'm glad to just learn as I go. It's all about just keep doing it and just learning. So
that's true. Now, you were talking about your PR company. Tell me a little bit about that, because PodBrother is actually looking for some PR partners, because I'm doing a live stream, live comedy. I have guests on. I have entertainers that want to get their shows out there and push tickets and their brand. And what is it that you do?
Okay, yeah. So the whole basis behind J. Pelz Promotions is I wanted to integrate the talent, whether you're a musician, a comedian, any type of creative. I don't want to put a limit on it. So I really want to focus on the creatives. They have something to give to the world that people don't even really might not know that they want it yet. Mm-hmm. So that's my job, is to let the world know that you do want this, because, I mean, these messages and the product and the content is so powerful. So I'm that middleman, the PR guy. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to bridge the gap between the artists and the rest of the world, giving a stage through live events, showcases, because there's something to it about that live action, and you probably totally understand, being a comedian, that live feel, that live feedback you get. It's real energy. So I wanted to do it through live events, and then also integrate that with social media and the online space, which is why I believe this is going to be like an amazing partnership. So it's totally like synchronicity right here.
Yeah. So if I get you right, what you're saying is, like, some of the people that I've had on my podcast in the back, like, some red carpet, those are actresses and models will be on your show. There's George Wallace. Like, this is Christina DeRosa. She's an actress. She would be on your show. Like, that's Jeff as a director. And, motorcycle models and drivers and, celebrities. So what you're saying is people who have something to offer, people who are creative, people who basically have talent and something to give back is who you want to focus on doing your PR stuff with.
Yeah, exactly. I want to give the ultimate platform to someone who truly believes in themselves and is totally going for their lives and totally for their dreams. They deserve a platform for that, you know, and I want to be that guy that kind of ushers the way and says, hey, I totally see what you're doing. I love it. You have something about you, and I want to open a door to say, all right, let me support you in this, because that's what this is all about, us connecting each other and making, the common goal of getting these messages of greatness and light and the truth out there to the world.
And how would you go about doing that? So if I have like some celebrities and some talent out there watching us right now, how would you, what's your approach? What would you offer them?
Well, now that I'm connecting with so many amazing people in Hollywood and here in Vegas, is I'm an access person. I'm providing you access to people that you've always wanted to meet. So say you're an artist and say you're a hip hop artist, and you're like, oh, I want to be a superstar, this and that. It's like, okay, well, let's see what you got. Oh, okay, you got a good following on Instagram. You got a good following on YouTube. You got some views. This is good. Okay, so you want to take it to the next step. You want a team now. It's not just you and your buddy and you and yourself promoting. You want to take it to a team level. So that's when I would come in to the table and say, hey, this is what I can offer you. We can totally streamline your online presence and integrate you through live shows. I'm that access portal to all of that because my resources are people.
Sweet. Well, that's good. And, and a lot of people need what you have to offer. So you are in Vegas, but you're also splitting your time in Hollywood. Is that correct?
Totally, yes.
Yeah,
that's
so
totally
you're working
correct.
like kind of the industry thing and the Hollywood thing, as well as kind of Vegas entertainers and clubs and tourist kind of thing. So how are you find managing that space and time? Because I'm actually doing the same thing. I have, my podcast studio in Hollywood, but I also have my podcast studio here in Vegas. So it's challenging. How do you find managing these two markets with what it is you're trying to do?
Well, it's funny because there's always been something about LA that's really enticing for people, and myself included. So going out there and getting a taste of what that Hollywood lifestyle and the action that's happening out in LA, and then coming back to Vegas, being here for 6 years since after high school, I feel like I've understood what Vegas is about, and I didn't necessarily embrace it in the beginning. But now I'm seeing going back and forth between LA and Vegas is...
The value.
Is, oh my goodness.
And then they're cross-regionals, cross-marketing, cross markets.
It's totally... there's such a great opportunity there because there's so much room for growth here in Vegas in the industries of movie making, technology... fashion. This place is still so immature, and we just got to keep watering that seed. And LA obviously is a huge market. Everyone's trying to get out there, but let's cross promote the markets so we can benefit each other and not necessarily try to compare, Vegas versus LA. No, let's work together. That's what it's all about.
Well, what I love about Las Vegas is it's like being on tour without actually going on tour. You have the venue, the location, your theater, your club, or whatever, your entertainment venue, and like millions of people funnel through all year long, every night. So it's like being on tour without being on tour, and you're actually reaching more people in more countries than if you were to physically get out there and tour it, which is kind of nice. And then you can hop over to Hollywood, and then you can leverage your international global fans with your industry talent or what it is you're trying to do in the industry in Hollywood, which that's been my strategy. Like I have the talent and I have the resource and the access. I just need to build more fans because Hollywood is about numbers. If they see that you have a global following, then they're more likely to want to use your talent. If they see that you have no following, then they kind of put you on a shelf and they kind of wait until you have a following before they use you, unless you got some special talent that's so unique that they're not, nobody else is doing it. Then, you can get scooped up. But
totally, 100%.
You got to have like strong social media, and you got to have a fan base, and you got to be active, and you got to have people like really going out of their way to follow you and push you. And then all of a sudden Hollywood's like, hey, you know what? What's up with Steve Kimbrough and the PodBrother? He's got 1 million followers.
Exactly. Now you're in there. Their face.
we need to get him into the mix, like get him into a film, And Tyler Perry, that's kind of one of his perimeters. It's one of his requirements. When he's casting, he considers what your social media following is. That can determine whether you get cast or you get cast. He makes exceptions for the talent or the name, but if it comes down to borderline, semi-famous, semi-talented, whatever, that'll weigh a difference. If you got 1 million followers versus 100,000, the scale will tilt over to the 100,000, and that's just business, and that makes sense. And because the industry is reinventing itself, this is one of the nuggets and one of the caveats that it's using to reinvent itself. So if you're in the industry, to have somebody like you who's willing to help with that social media platform and get you that footprint, and get you that face print as well.
Yes, totally.
Then it makes sense. You're in the right place at the right time, my brother. I'm telling you.
Man, just as you talk about this, these light bulbs are going off in my head. I'm like, wow, it's really here. You know, this is when you have these dreams and these visions of what you want to do with your life, especially in entertainment, right? Like entertainment is such a crapshoot. You never really know if it's going to be a huge success or if it's a complete flop. I mean, this business is this big illusion, but there's something so magical to it, and you're totally right. Integrating with the social media presence, everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants their product to be out there. There's always a demand for PR, and now that we're in this world of social media and technology, everything is online. That's more and more valuable in the business world.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're doing and what I'm working on, it's totally integrating in that way where we're keeping the live aspect of it, but we're not losing the sense of ourselves in the online world. We're just integrating them together, and that's a beautiful thing. So,
yeah, that is a beautiful thing. Now since we're talking about social media, I'm going to pull this up behind me in the background. So basically, you can see I've got, over here it was the stream that you were on. We're kind of looping that. This is live, actually. I pulled this, and then I have my website here. Then over here I have my Facebook. And my social media, and I have all the Twitter and the YouTubes and the Instagrams and the Periscopes and the Meerkats and all that stuff. And we can do segments on those if we want to later, which I plan on for my podcast anyway. But it's real important to have a very strong kind of social media footprint because, when people go on and they look you up and they start cruising through your content and your social media, they get to know you. They get familiar with you, and they get excited. They get an emotional attachment to you, and now they want to support and buy your tickets and buy your videos and buy your movies and listen to your music because they are now emotionally invested. And that's
totally
basically, it's kind of they're getting to know me before they actually get to meet me. And that is, really, really, really important in the industry.
Oh, that's so, It gives that allure of a person. Like, oh my gosh, look, you're looking at all their YouTube videos, you see their website, you see what they're doing. Whoa, I totally would love to meet this person. Then you actually get the chance to meet them. It's like we're all these. It's like we're each of us are our own celebrity in this world.
But it also gives them access. I mean, you think back in the day, you didn't have access to Elizabeth Taylor and Cary Grant and Elvis Presley. They were in pedestals. They were like private, and they were kind of sheltered by the studios and the networks and the record labels. But now the social media gives you direct access to all of your celebrities.
Yeah, that's so huge. There's this point of exclusivity that you obviously keep because that's just, the more exclusive someone is, the more people want it. But at the same time, you have to give them something in order to get a little insight about what they're doing and who they are. So I think this is great.
Well, let me show you a little bit of an example of that, what we did here. And let me just pull it up here. So as you can see on my iPad here, I've got Vinny Favorito in the background. This is my fan page that I've pulled up here. And he sent me a video of what he's doing. So let me just play that a little bit for you.
Hi everybody, it's me, Vinny Favorito, here with a short announcement to let you know, and a lot of you already know, that I'm back. I haven't worked since April 4th weekend, which was Easter week.
Sorry about that. I wanted to make it a bigger screen for you. Hold on. So... it might not want to cooperate with me.
Cooperate screen.
I shouldn't fix what's not broken.
Cooperation.
Yeah, I should have just let that roll.
To this year as a one-man show, working 7 nights a week, I have the best fans, the best crowds ever, and you know what a good time we had. And for those of you who've never seen the show, now's your chance, because I'm still going to be on the Strip. I'm going to, this week.
Okay, so I lost my video, but we got the audio.
And,
so
love his
I'll
voice. It's totally
Thursdays,
like
Fridays, and
Yeah.
Saturdays.
yeah,
at 10
it's
o'clock.
very
So now you have time for
Italian
dinner,
Boston
yeah.
to
gangster.
the show.
Mob
and
boss.
a lot of changes, a lot of surprises. We're going to have pranks. I'm having a podcast. We're involving the internet. It's going to be crazy, and it's going to be global, too.
Smart guy.
So
He's working with you. He's smart. Wants to keep his career up, you know.
Yeah, he's there he goes. Okay, I just learned that if you try to enlarge the screen, it doesn't like that. The mixer doesn't like that.
I'm really excited about it. I have this great team behind me now.
So we'll just let it play
I've
in
never
a
seen
mini
so
screen.
much social media in my life, and all these, apps and everything else, and the support has been unbelievable. And you know what? I thank you, and I need more support. I need all my lovers to override my few haters and really back me up on this project. And I want the opening weekend to be a big success. And right now I'm going to reveal to you my website, which is www.vinnyismyfavorito.com. VinnyIsMyFavorito.com. And Vinny is My Favorito is the new name of the show. Why not? I have a great real name, and it's why not use it for the show, for what I am, and I hope to be your favorito. So please get on the website, get on my Facebook, get on my fan page of my Facebook, get on my Twitter, get on my Periscope, follow me every which way you can. Instagram. I need all the support.
He didn't know about any of this until
Don't feel
I
like
turned
you're
him on to
overdoing
it.
it. Just
Now
keep
he's
sending
like
support,
totally
great
pumping up all
comments,
of. I built
great
all of his
video
social media
chats,
platforms,
everything else
in like 2 days.
And right
Dude.
now I have thousands of people chiming in. So
He's probably
when
totally
I get a
loving
chance,
you
'cause
right now.
obviously I'm
Yeah,
very
he
busy
is.
right now trying to put this show together, and it's going to be great. And the good thing is, because it's 10 o'clock. It gives you time to get there and to
So
really let
he just
loose
ended
and-
his contract
and have
at-
fun at this show.
At the Flamingo,
And
yeah.
Flamingo.
So now he's in
casino.
an independent
You'll-
theater.
You'll pay less than you've ever paid to see me at my show. I'm really excited about the whole
What
thing.
theater is he at?
And
Is
it's
it
going to be a
on
great
the Strip,
ride.
or is
and
it-
You guys have been with
It's a
me
little
for
theater on
years
the
and
Strip.
years
He
and
hasn't
years.
announced it yet.
And I
He's
need
still
now,
working out the
'cause as
deals,
you know,
but
my
it's
show, it's like making
it's
a
a
cake.
really cute
It's a
little intimate
recipe.
theater that'll work
And I
perfect
need
for his show.
Mexicans, and I need blacks, and I need whites, and I need gays, and I need straights, and I need elderly and young. I need it all, because I'm the new Rickles in this town, and it's the most politically incorrect show there is on the Strip. But why not? You need an outlet. People want to say things, and we do it in a fun way. And I'm really looking forward to this. So stay tuned. Look at my YouTube channel. Post great comments. Go on Instagram. Send me videos of support. And let's just really have a great ride, because I'm not done. I am not done.
Dude,
the
nice.
only people that were happy for this past month were the other shows, because they got to sell more tickets. Now I'm back. And my tickets, those are the ones you want. Every show in town's great, but the Vinny Favorito show. And now everybody remember the name. Vinny is my favorito.
So, there you have it. Like, you took a guy, old school Vegas comic, who only had an email and a Facebook page, and then I turned him on to, this social media world, and now he's like, he's super excited about it. When I was showing him, what this does, and, we posted his video up, and he got 1,700 reaches, and he's like, wow, that happened in 2 days.
Wow. Yeah, he's probably totally just mind blown.
He's blown away with how all this stuff works, which is fascinating. But I love it. You and I, being the experts in it, we kind of get what this does.
Well, I just want to clarify that it's funny, because I'm an old soul in this young cat body. I don't know how it worked out like that, but somehow in the beginning I said, this social media stuff, it's like I'm an old guy. This social media stuff, what's this all about? This is ridiculous. I like people-to-people live interaction. I want to call you on the phone. I want to talk to you in person. But more and more, it's like, wow, if you're not doing this, you might as well just be, living in a cave. If you're not on social media, you might as well live in a cave. That's what's happening in my head now. If you want to get anything done in this world now, you have to use and be in social media. So I said, why not totally go full 150% into this and immerse myself in it and actually learn it and use it for my benefit and for the benefit of others as well. So I'm glad that's why we're here together, because it's totally crazy how going from 0 to 100 in something that you like, whoa, I would have never expected I'd be doing this.
Yeah, you're like in the fast lane right off the bat.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, from the PodBrother and everything you've showed me so far, I can see why people's minds are blown when they see this. It's like, wow.
Totally blown. Now, check this out. Before I let you go, I want to show you this one more feature that we can do, which I'm super, super excited about. So basically, are you familiar with Meerkat and Periscope?
No, you've been mentioning it a couple times.
All right. This is my Meerkat account. Basically, it's like Twitter on crack. Twitter allows you to do a tweet, and then everybody who's your followers can retweet and then favorite and push those tweets around, ask people to share those tweets. Meerkat is like, it's that except for its live stream video, which allows you to see me as a video tweet, and then you can send me comments and favorites and loves, and you can share me with your other Twitter followers or your other Meerkat followers. But you ask me questions, it's real time. People log in from all over the world, and it's amazing. So,
is there a time limit on the videos, or how does that work?
No, you can go as long as you want. A guy did 24-hour. He did a 24-hour live stream, and he literally was walking around with his phone for 24 hours. And when the battery ran out, he had to like switch it and get back on. But it was pretty damn cool.
So it's like live podcast mixed with Twitter.
Yes. So, I'm going to log in.
I need to get myself an account.
Yeah, you really should. I mean, if you got your phone with you right now, you might want to, like, get yourself logged on. And I'm not sure if, okay. So now, here's what happens is, the world who's streaming, get my big head out of the way, these are all the people who are live right now. So we could go on to their live stream and see what's going on. We can also schedule a live stream for later. But I'm going to go ahead and push my stream here, and so we can do something. All right, so that's my camera here, which is at my cables. I'm going to switch the camera around.
Check out my cables.
Check out my cables, man. All right.
This is the future, cables.
Hold on here, my thumb.
Welcome to being plugged into the Matrix.
There we go. All right, so now we just switched my camera around. So you kind of see half my head. So I probably should position this so that you can see me. So I'm going to let you guys talk amongst yourself. Now this is the James show. So why don't you go ahead and talk about stuff while I fix this iPad and get it up.
Yeah. I'm just gonna, talk to myself like I always do. It's pretty fun. So, especially when it comes to life, I like to throw out a lot of life philosophies and thoughts that come through my head, and now we can utilize those thoughts and to work for us. So, I get really excited when I put myself in other people's shoes. It's like we're in this big movie set.
Where'd you go to school, bro?
I went to college at UNLV. Studied hospitality for 2 years. Originally from Carson City, Nevada, up in northern Nevada. Capital City, 775. But moved down here to Vegas to go to school and to get the college degree that all of your parents want you to get, right?
Yep.
went for hospitality. Wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I knew Vegas sounded fun and enticing, so I just decided to do hospitality because that's what Vegas is all about. And 2 years in, I totally hated it and dropped out of school, and it was the scariest thing I've ever done because my mom, the parents and all of the figures that you look up to are like, "What are you doing? You're a total failure." I was like, well, I'm not going to do this anymore. I do not feel like it's fitting well with me.
Well, that's the world they come from,
Yeah, it's totally different worlds now. So, took that step and experienced Vegas through working in the life experience. And once I got a good grip on Vegas, did some promotions for nightclubs, worked in some restaurants, did the whole thing, made good money, I realized, I'm totally unhappy. Still. I'm not going to school and I'm still unhappy working. This is terrible. So it made me question what I've always questioned what life is all about, but it made me question, who am I? Where do I fit in this whole game,
All right. So now what we're getting
cool. That looks nice.
Is we're on Meerkat right now, and we're streaming live. And let's see, who do I have on? I have 3 people that came on, but looks like they logged off because
welcome.
All right, so now we're live streaming right now.
What's going on, Meerkat?
We just got another person that's just logged on. Hey, thanks for coming, my man. This is Steve Kimbrough, the PodBrother Show. We're doing actually a Meerkat live stream demo. So if there's anything that you want to ask me, it's going to actually go into the screen onto my live podcast. We're actually not live right now. We're recording to the computer, but I can put it up live later. So we're doing like a little experiment. And the experiment is doing a live Meerkat. 6 people. I got 6 people on. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Yay.
Love you. For those of you who don't know, it's the PodBrother Show. The green screen is behind me because I'm compositing other stuff into the show. So you're looking at me on the green screen in the podcast and the live stream, but actually this is being streamed again to my actual podcast. So you won't be able to see it, but I can upload it later if you guys want. If you go to www.podbrother.com, you'll be able to see this posted up on YouTube later, which should be a lot of fun. I got my man James with me.
What's up?
Which I'm not sure you can hear. Maybe you can, maybe not. But
Hopefully.
I want to thank you guys for logging on to the PodBrother Show here via Meerkat. I like Meerkat. I like Periscope. I know your rivals. You like Coke and Pepsi and McDonald's and Burger King. But, it's all good in the hood. So, James, my man.
Yes, sir.
Let's get back to you before we get out of here. So, any ideas that you have for promotions and promoting your clients, by all means, now that you kind of know what the PodBrother Kingdom is, enterprise, I think maybe you might want to see. It looks like I'm looking at you now because I kind of know where you are in the reference of my green screen, so I can just be like, "What's up, my man?"
Petting your head right now.
Yeah. So, does anybody out there in Meerkat have any questions for me before I bag off? I want to thank you guys for logging on. Any questions for the PodBrother? Yes? No? Maybe not? Let's see, what channel is that on? That's that one. Yeah. Any questions for the PodBrother? Yeah? No? All right, cool. Well, we're out. Thanks for logging in, James.
Later.
It was awesome having you. Just in time, I'm getting a tickle in my throat. It's the PodBrother. Check me out at podbrother.com. Or go outside, look in your driveway. You see a black man stealing your tires. That's probably me. All right. Thanks a lot.
I'll be the guy behind him.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, James. Great having you, buddy.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate
You
it.
got a website we can find you, or what's your Facebook or something we can find you online before we let you go?
Yes, my personal Facebook, Twitter is James Pelz, JamesPelz. J Pelz Promotions as well. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Website soon to be coming.
Awesome. And I am Facebook/PodBrother. How simple is that? All right. I need you to be my fans. All right, people. All right. Thanks a lot. We're out.
Peace.